Hello friends, welcome to Tech with Us. This series is going to be a very basic and fundamental discussion on UML. UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. So before starting our discussion, let me introduce myself. My name is Harsh and I am working as a software developer in one of the leading software industry. During my past experience, I have worked in multiple projects which includes mobile application, web application, and microcontroller programming for an embedded system. I also had worked on different platform and programming languages like C, C++, and Java. This is our first interaction with Introduction to UML. During our entire discussion in this series, we will learn what is UML, the basics of UML, different types of UML diagram, and moreover, which UML diagram is most relevant during which phase of software development lifecycle. So let's begin our discussion with a very fundamental question. What is UML? UML is a standard which is used across industries. It is a way of interaction between different stakeholders of a system. It supports a broad range of applications. UML is independent of a particular programming language and a development process. UML used for specifying, visualizing, constructing, and documenting the artifacts of a system. UML diagrams are used in all phases of software development lifecycle. So let's spend a few moments to understand what are the different phases of software development lifecycle. SDLC starts with requirement gathering, where an analyst meet the customer and try to understand what exactly he is looking for. Let's assume the customer is from a healthcare industry and he is looking for a software product. So friends, according to you, what qualification this analyst should have? He should be a software developer or he should be a healthcare domain expert. The analyst must be a domain expert to understand customer needs. In this case, he must be aware of terminology used in healthcare industry. My next question will be how the analyst can document these requirements given by customer so it can be used by other stakeholders in subsequent phases of software development lifecycle. Here obviously he cannot write paragraphs. That's the place where UML diagrams plays an important role. Similarly, in other phases of SDLC like design, development, testing, and deployment, UML diagrams simplifies the complexity of the system and used as a communication tool between different stakeholders of the system. Before going deeper into UML, let's try to understand first how a system can be viewed from its different stakeholders' perspective. A software system can be viewed in two different aspects, structural and behavioral. Structural view represent the static aspect of the system. For example, how different components are put together to build the system. Behavioral view represent the dynamic aspect of the system. For example, how different components are interacting with each other. UML is rich enough to represent both structural and behavioral view of the system. This slide will give the bird eye view of some of the UML diagrams which are used to represent a structural and behavioral aspect of the system. We will see each of them in detail in upcoming sessions. A particular UML diagram is more useful during a particular phase of software development lifecycle. This can be seen in this design process. A use case diagram is more relevant during requirement gathering. Similarly, class diagrams are more helpful during system design and architecturing. Activity diagram, sequence diagram, and state chart plays an important role during system design and development. Component diagram and deployment diagrams are used extensively during deployment and production phase. To draw UML diagrams during the entire session, I am going to use one of the commercially available software called Star UML. The limited and free version of this software is available to download from the link provided. As it is easy to use, I request you to download any of the available UML tool and practice throughout the session to make yourself more comfortable with it. So that's all for the introduction to UML. In the next session, we will right away start our discussion on the first UML diagram called use case diagram. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it.